Hello everyone, my name is Julio Casillas, and today I'm gonna be talking about PHP variables, what they are, how they work, and also how can we use them in our code. Basically, what is a variable? A variable is a container where information will be stored. This container is identified as a unique name that describes what is the contain designed for. For example, if I'm gonna use a container or a variable to bring a name. Uh, it should be convenient to put it as a name or the usage of what we're gonna be doing for this variable. We can store different kind of values like numeric values, text, a combination of numbers, symbols, and text. Let's see what they are. The rules for a variable, the use of a variable, we need to start always with the dollar sign, and also it has to be followed by letter or underscore strictly. Other than that, is not gonna work. Over here we have what is valid and what is not valid. So as we can see, we have the dollar sign. The doesn't matter if it's um, lowercase or uppercase. In this case, um, if I'm gonna use the variable if in our code, which is how it's supposed to work, is case sensitive, so just we need to take care of that. All right. What is not valid is using a number after the dollar sign, any other symbol which is not lowercase, so any letter, or putting any symbols or anything like that. Okay. So let's go for the type of variables. We have integers, float, booleans, null, string, array, objects, and resources. Okay, for an integer, basically it is a whole number. We have some examples over here. These whole numbers with no decimals, so we can do mathematical operations like we have in the last example, which is var total. We're making a sum of the two first one. We're gonna see these ones in the example how this work. We have the float. The float basically are numbers with decimals, and as the last one, we can do mathematical operations, as we can see on the last variable. All right. Also, we have the boolean. The boolean is used to possible values, true or false. True values is when we have a value in the variable, as in the following examples. This is going to be marked like that. We have a function that we're going to be looking that help us to see if it's true or false. Okay, false is when we have as a value 0 or null on an empty field, as the following examples. Okay, null is a special type of variable, has just one value and is being used to give false to a boolean variables and also returns false when tested in set function. As we can see over here, the declaration is very simple. We can declare any name as a null. Okay, strings variable are characters that are between single quote where the string is treated literally, or double quoted the string replace variables with their own values as the following examples. We have the first one, use a single string. Um, the following one, the example number two, we have with single quote. It's been single quote. Is gonna be show as the output. It will be the name of the variable and my name is. And the example number three, which is with double quote bar string one, my name is. We can see it's gonna display hello, my name is, because it's taking the variable number one and then my name is. Arrays help us to store several values at a time, as the following example. For example, if I want to store more than one value, well, this is what we're looking for. For example, the var array, I'm putting three values. We can put many of them. For example, in the array I have integer, float, and boolean. To display this array, we're just going to be using echo, and I'm going to put the name of the variable and the position. As we can see, starting from 0, 1, and 2. Okay, we're gonna see the output in a second. We have the objects. The objects we use them for object oriented as a class. we can see over here we have the link and we have the PDO. In this situation is very similar what we have to use for connecting our database. Okay. And the resources, this variable is special because it refers to something external to PHP, could be a database connection or any other files as follow. For example, in this case, we're going to be opening a text file in this with this variable and the function fopen. Okay. The variable to visualize sorry the what is in the variable, we can use the function echo followed by the variable to show what is in it. Also to visualize what kind of variable we're using, we can use the function var dump, and this is gonna tell us what variable are we using. Okay, this is the resources that what are we using. Let me show you now how this work very quick. And over here we have our code. For example, we have the integers, as I mentioned, and over here it is the sum. Okay, also it's the same with the float. Let me show you very quick, side by side, what's going on with these ones. Alright, okay. Over here now we have the integers. We can see 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. And the sum of these ones, which is in the variable total int integer, is this one. The same one is with float. Also we have the boolean. The boolean, I put the var dump just to show that it's a boolean. It shows as a ball. And this one, I put this one if this is an integer. One is an integer, so it gave us a true. But also I put some string over here, which is not a number, is return a false. Okay. Also null, it is, as I mentioned, is gonna help us to know just that the value is null, it is empty. I put the var dump just to mention that this value is null. Okay. As a string, when I mention that we have single quoted, it's gonna display exactly what it is in it. But also we have the exactly same string over here in different variable with double quote, and now actually it's taking my variable string 1, which is hello, and it's saying hello, my name is what it's supposed to do. Okay, and we're using an echo to display that. In the arrays, we have the arrays over here, integer, float, and boolean. We're putting an echo to display what is in it. The variables are integer, float, boolean. But also I put a var dump to see what kind of variable are these ones. And this mention is an array with follow strings on it, which is the integer, float, and boolean. And the resource is not much. I didn't create actually notepad, but I put it over here as an example. I put a var dump to see what kind of variable is showing, and it's showing a resource of a resource variable. Over here I'm missing the object one, but I use the one we did. I use the example for the SQL example, and I put the var dumping over here, var dump link. Okay, and I just gonna put over here. It is the same structure as we have over here. I put the function over here, as we can see, is displaying an object. Okay, that's it for my video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Bye.